Stellar Blade is an action-adventure game by Shift Up released on April 26, 2024 for the PlayStation 5. This game is taking the gaming industry by storm with some very controversial topics surrounding it. People were posting petitions to get the main character uncensored, and IGN was calling people maidenless for even liking the game. This game has captured my time for over 60 hours, resulting in 3 completions and a platinum trophy. I found value in everything this game had to offer, so allow me to explain. My name is Captain African, and here is my review for Stellar Blade.
Looks like it's time to show off my skills.
Story. Set in a post-apocalyptic Earth, Adam and Eve set out to save humanity. That's it. Eve is sent out on a mission to eradicate all Natibas, which are like demon monsters, when her entire brigade is pieced up upon arrival. She ends up getting pieced up by the alpha male Natiba, but she gets saved by Adam. From there, they begin searching for the big bad monsters they need to kill. They run into a little smart chick named Lily, and she joins the gang. The story continues with some small twists that you can spot from 4 miles away, and it concludes with one of 3 endings as a result of your decisions. The story is nothing to write home about. It gets you from point A to point B, and it truly does serve its purpose. But this is not the reason why you should play this game. It does help to break up the action into the gameplay. The gameplay here is impeccable, spectacular, stellar, if you will.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man.
This game has 3 difficulty settings. Hard unlocks after the first playthrough, and so does the New Game Plus option. This game does everything right with its combat, giving you 5 skill trees and a plethora of bosses and other enemies to decapitate. The combat has you use the square button for light attacks and the triangle button for heavy. Circle allows for you to dodge, and you can jump with X. I state this because this game is being compared to Souls games, and it's not really the case. This is a traditional action game, so comparisons to Bayonetta and Nier are more understandable, even though the parry system is very much like Sekiro. That's pretty much really the only Souls element in this game. This game requires you to learn the systems and use everything to your advantage. You get a sword, a Metroid hand cannon, and other equipment items such as shot grenades and mines. You also have a multitude of combos that help you dispatch enemies. There is a build system in the form of exospines and gear augments. These can enhance specific abilities or moves, allowing you an advantage, especially when built with cohesion. You get a lot of different costumes to dress Eve into, and this is where things get fun. People were very interested in Eve because of her booty. My bad, I mean body.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
What no one realized is that she would have clothes that not only cover her sexual organs, but do it in style. Eve got her dress game on lock. Every costume in this game was unlocked or found from just playing. There's no microtransactions outside of the deluxe edition, so there's no reason to spend any extra money. You can give her 20-karat diamond earrings from Jacob the Jeweler, Fendi sunglasses with the Ferragamo heels, or you could just play the game in a nude costume, but beware, you will be playing the game with no armor. Because you're naked.
Good grief, he's naked!
The game is really smooth. Running around the place is very comfortable. You have the option to either run everywhere or you unlock fast travel points throughout your journey. You have save points that are called camps. Some camps are major. These major camps allow you to upgrade your equipment as well as fast travel. The minor camps only allow you to save, heal, buy gear, and level up. There are about 7 areas/levels in this game. All are explorable with lots of collectibles. The can collecting took me a while because they are not easy to find at all. They were hidden in places you wouldn't think to check. There is no mandatory backtracking, so once you leave an area, you do not have to go back at all. Also, the 2 open area maps, the Great Desert and the Wasteland, have lots of collectibles and side quests to do for special unlocks. As you play the game, you eventually earn the double jump upgrade, which makes the traversal that much easier. All that being said, the platforming is buns, but I'll explain in detail why during the pros and cons section. The atmosphere of this game is very mysterious and desolate. Though the overall feel of the game is mellow, the graphics are A1. For this to be only a PlayStation 5 game, the developers were able to focus on optimization, and they did an amazing job. The presentation is smooth, the colors pop in different environments, the game runs at a solid 60 frames per second on performance mode with 0 frame dips or crashes during my playtime. The set pieces are commonplace in Sony published games, and I don't know why, because they are pretty boring now. There is literally an Uncharted train section in the game. The immersion breaking QTEs can be turned off, so it's honestly my fault for keeping them on, so I really can't complain, right? The soundtrack is probably the best since Persona 5. This is not a typical track list for your run-of-the-mill video game, no. This is a work of art. The music consistently asserts the feeling you are supposed to feel in the section that is placed. When you are in a camp, you feel safe and secure, while when you're in combat with the Goliath, you have more upbeat music that conditions you for a tough battle. These moments are complemented by great music because it is so seamless. As you go from area to area, the music seamlessly blends in. The music is a gold mine of bangers.
What is that? Watch out!
Pros and cons. Pro number 1, the combat is some of the best of 2024 and possibly all time. The combat is ridiculous. I mean, you are just going around applying the beats to everybody you see. I mean, you start off with all of the combos pretty much unlocked, but you can chain together different combos, and it's really fun to have a Devil May Cry style system like this, which is, they don't give you like a grade or anything, but it's just fun to be able to just press buttons and see flashy things happening on the screen. Sometimes I think we've been playing a lot of games that are so one-dimensional. To have something like this, it really does brighten your day. Con number 1, the platforming is buns. There's no reason why you would buy this game for platforming, and honestly, I didn't even truly know the game had platforming. I did play the demo and it had a little bit in it, but I was thinking, oh, it's just gonna be just a little small tidbit. No, there's points where you're going to need to run on walls and like do freaking quadruple jumps and jump distances, and it's not fun. It's not fun. It's not smooth. There's oftentimes you're gonna jump over platforms because you can't really truly gauge how you control your character. It's not good. Hopefully, Stellar Blade 2, they fix that. They hype it up a little bit, but do not buy this game for the platforming. This is not Mario Brothers. Pro number 2, the soundtrack is easily one of the best of 2024 so far, and I ain't gonna lie to you, when the Game Awards come around, if this game doesn't win for its combat, it might win best soundtrack of the year, because every song on this game is going crazy. It'll have you in this bit jigging.
Please, it's John Blaze. I can get jiggy with you.
It definitely is really good though. Like I said, it gives me those Persona vibes. Whereas like when I was playing Persona 5 years ago, there was times where I would just sit in the diner, right, and just listen to the music there. It was just too relaxing. And there's things like that in this game where you just kind of just want to just hear the soundtrack. So yeah, I think it's one of the best. Con number 2, hard mode is locked behind an initial playthrough. This is literally a nitpick because I don't have anything else bad to say about the game. I planned on playing the game multiple times anyways, so you know, it wasn't nothing bad really. It's just, you know, if I could have played on hard my initial playthrough, I would have.
You what?
But it's whatever. Pro number 3, the game is quick, but it can take as long as you want. I beat my last playthrough in under 4 hours. It took about 3 hours and 44 minutes. And all I did was beeline through the game on easy mode to get that very last achievement for the story completion. And I love games like this, right? I love games that you can just play. You can play the game, you can finish the game, you can go back to your life. It is not a commitment to beat this game. If you want to beat the game in 4 hours like I did and just get it out of the way, you can. If you want to spend 50, 60 hours in here collecting things, catching fish, freaking running fades with freaking bosses that you can find throughout the world, finding chests, you can do it. And that's what I love about this game. And there's another game that I will be talking about later called Evil West that does this exact same thing. You get in, you get out. I love it. And pro number 4, there's lots of customization options. So when I was playing this game, you know, I had my old lady, she downloaded it as well on her PlayStation, and she played it. And there was one thing that we loved about this game is that you can customize her earrings, her glasses, and her outfit. And like I said earlier, there is the skimpy outfits for those who are really interested in that, but she actually has a lot of drip. Like, Eve don't just walk around like some babe. She really is out here like Miss Independent, like Neo said. And you know, that really did add to the flavor of this game. And I know that if there is DLC for this game, it's gonna honestly probably be like one area and like 50 more costumes. When the new game comes out, because I know they're gonna make a Stellar Blade 2, it's gonna probably have all these costumes plus like 200 more, like, because they really went all out. And yeah, a lot of them are different colors of different options. There's one costume where it's a sleeveless version, and you unlock another version of that costume where she has sleeves or a jacket on. But it's okay though, because there is a lot of variety here. So you get what you pay for with this game, seriously. This game is amazing. This is currently my #1 game of 2024. Because I was able to play this game at my own pace, I was able to fully enjoy it. I got my money's worth out of this game for sure. I don't often platinum video games, but this game is one of the few that encouraged me to see it all the way through to the end. The combat in this game alone is likely to lead it to be nominated for Game of the Year, but we'll see as the year continues. The hard R sign placement situation was ridiculous. People will find any reason to be mad and try to downplay a product. I personally think a lot of people on the internet don't play video games, but they always have an opinion. The outfit situation, though partially understandable on the basis of false advertising, was mental. People, grown men, were out here trying to petition Shift Up to revert the costume changes that I, for one, didn't even notice. They made these changes because they felt like they were wilding, and I very much understand and respect that decision because this game does take it there. And y'all were out here making us gamers look like the classic neckbeard freaking stereotype that I hate. We take one step forward and 5 steps back, and honestly, we have to do better as gamers. Final thoughts? My final thoughts on this game are pretty up there. I rate on the play it now, catch a sale, or burn it scale. I say play it now. I may not agree with $70 as the gaming standard, but when a game comes out as pristine as this, I have no issue spending what it's worth. I bought the deluxe edition because I had high hopes after playing the demo, and I am more than satisfied with my purchase. If you love action games similar to Bayonetta, Nier Automata, and Devil May Cry, you will find this game to be one of your faves without a doubt. Controversy aside, this game is way more than a sexy woman lead in skimpy clothing. This is a work of art that is most likely to demand a sequel. Until next time, internet, keep surviving, keep thriving, like, share, subscribe, stay tuned. Captain out.